Kittle's got to be the breakout player because as far as I can tell, last year he was MIA as well. He played a few games, but I think the narrative before, last year was he's the best tight end in football.
Right.
And Kelsey basically took all his records and put them in a blender, right?
That's true.
He took it all and he showed everybody that's the new age tight end. And if I'm the 49ers and I aspire to go to a Super Bowl, well, Kittle's got to bounce back. He can't play, he might play 15, 16 games, okay, but he's got to run over people. He's got to get at least 80, 90 catches. He's got to be your leading receiver. And, not to be, too negative, but his blocking was a little suspect last year for the first time.
I agree, man. It's all, you hate to say it, but guy got paid and missed half a season and his blocking wasn't great. It's like, hey, George, fix that perception, man. Don't let us say this.
No, right. And like I said, George is one of my favorite players. He's probably the owner's favorite player. He's probably almost every 49ers favorite player. But
he's my favorite player. I don't root for the team.
Right? But
every time he comes in for the press conference, I'm like, yes.
Again, his blocking was just not
average,
on point.
Way below his standard.
And it hurt. It hurt the Niners run game in the beginning. It was George not missing those assignments or getting blown up. It was just one of those things where I just never, and then he was injured and he was never really the same again. Few, here and there flashbacks, but to me,
you also never know what fuels people. You never know what fuels people. No. He was a 5th-round pick who was on a mission to get a record-setting contract, and he got it. Does he play with reckless abandon because that's who he is, or did he play with reckless abandon because he was motivated to get that contract? You just don't know. I don't know. It just seems like these days, most athletes born in the 90s and later are very business minded. They're not like the old school, grew up in the 70s, playing for the love of the game kind of stuff. It's not like that anymore.
They've seen too many of the people that they worshipped and liked as a child barely being able to walk.
Right.
And I think that is really out there. I think, that brain injury, concussions, not being able to play with your kids, not walking, not able to open up a ketchup bottle, those things are really real. And I think people, I think that's why Tom Brady, there won't be another Tom Brady because that mindset just doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, you got to be born in like 1977 to have that kind of a life.
Correct.
You got to be Gen X to have that kind of a mindset, man. You had to have grown up with no social media or video games. Atari is what you had. Yeah.
Done. Right. The other point is that if they get Julio Jones, what a waste of assets when you have basically doubled down on your offensive line and your running backs. Name me a team with a deeper offensive line or a deeper running back position. You're doing that because you have basically said we have a B minus quarterback right now, but we have an A plus running back group, and our offensive line will be B plus A. Why do you need any more receivers to throw? You already have plenty of receivers. Scheme them up. That's why we're paying Kyle top 10 NFL coach money, is for that reason, right?
You don't have a great quarterback. You're a run-first team. You don't have enough targets to go around. You don't have assets, but bring in Julio Jones so you can throw him 5 passes a game.
Yeah, right. I mean that.
Or so you can throw him 10 passes a game and not throw to Kittle anymore. It's like, okay.
Get the running back from Tennessee. He makes much more sense the way we're constructed. I mean, Henry on the 49ers, he would tear it up.
Right.
I mean, but that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And then last thing, for Korean 49er fan, Explorer 2, I figured he did a shout out last week. I do a shout out this week for him.
Hey, Tiso.
There you go.
That's right.
Tiso. There you go. All right,
man. See you later. Take care. See ya.
See ya.